Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening. And thank you all very much for joining me on another episode of Relax Well with Dr. Dietrich, me, Dr. Dietrich. You can join me here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll discuss tonight to, for you to know if or to tell if you are the cause of someone else's stress. But you can join me here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll be here giving you different topics on stress reduction, relaxation techniques, and all that stuff. So just a FYI too, y'all can also book me to speak at your work, at conferences, clubs, meetings, all that stuff. And again, I talk about stress reduction and relaxation tips in the workplace and in your life. Just visit drdietrichg.com. So thank y'all for coming on in. Thank you, Stephanie, for coming in. Hey, Trina, thank you for joining me. Nice to see y'all. Thanks, Kasali. Thanks for coming in. Um, Tonight, I'm going to be talking about if you can tell or how you can tell if you are the cause of someone else's stress. So it's going to be intriguing, interesting. So tonight's topic is actually a shoot off of last week's topic where I talked about how you can deal with a coworker who's stressing you out. But tonight we want to know, are you the cause of someone else's stress? Maybe. And just go ahead and tag people to come on in. Share this live stream, of course. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you. But just put hashtag replay in the comments. So, do you really want to know? Are you the one who's getting on someone else's nerves, huh? Let's put it plain and simple. Are you the one getting on someone else's nerves? Well, find out. So this show is meant to actually educate you and to actually open your eyes because a lot of the times, I'm just putting it out there, we may not realize that we're actually the reason for someone else to be very stressed. We might not have a clue. I mean, some of us will, but most of us probably don't. Of course, I'm not telling you to walk on eggshells once you have identified someone that you're stressing out, because ultimately and truthfully, they're going to have to learn how to function. I'm just saying that this may be a way to open up the lines of communication with folks you are around, as well as yourself, to see if there's something on yourself that you need to work on. So that's just what tonight is going to be about. And I thank y'all very much for joining me. Tag people to come in again, share, love, and like. And like I said, put this hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. And finally, I would love for y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So go to Dr. Dietrich G for that. Let's get started. I'm going to share with you actually 10 ways that you can know if you're possibly stressing someone out. First off, though, put in the chat, full disclosure, put in the chat if you're currently stressed by someone, how does it make you feel, or what do you do, or how do you act if you're actually stressed or when you're around somebody? Just put that in the chat, but I'm going to keep go ahead and going, okay? The first thing is they don't really give you eye contact when they talk to you. Yes, it could be their own confidence issue, but it could also mean that you're stressing them. When they look at you, they just kind of feel anxious and they don't give you eye contact when they're talking. They may look kind of like this, nervous and that kind of thing. Has that ever happened to any of y'all? The second way is they actually outright avoid you. Just like anything that's unpleasant, right? If it's unpleasant, you're really going to try to avoid it. So, you may be the cause of someone else's stress. They may actually likely try and avoid you, like get out of a situation that you know that you're going to be at. The third way is when you are around them, they eat or drink more. Again, it's like a coping mechanism. When people are stressed, a lot of us eat. Okay, we do that stress eating. Have you heard about that before? I mean, who's done that? Put that in the chat, stress eating. And just notice that if you happen to be around someone and they keep packing it in, and you're kind of like, okay, but they just keep eating or drinking, even though, it's really time to be done. This is just something to think about. When people are stressed, they can eat a lot. And notice if you're around them and they eat a little bit more than what typically they would. The fourth way is that they always make an excuse to leave when you come around. Oh, I need to go to the restroom. Oh, I need to go take this call. I need to go handle this or that, or I forgot that. I got to go walk the dog. Something like that. Whenever you show up, they make an excuse where they have to leave. It's always something. And so if you notice a pattern that every time you come around, oh, I need to go do this, you may be the cause of someone's stress. The fifth way is that they actually fidget around you, like, shaking their leg or they rocking or, doing something like this. It's really a kind of a subconscious action, but people are kind of fidgety around you. The next way is that, and I know I've felt this before. Let me know if y'all have too. Is that you kind of get a different vibe when a person is present. It's like you get by someone who they're kind of stressful, but you just feel kind of weird. You just don't feel right. You know what I mean. And like I said, I've definitely felt this way around people. I don't know if y'all have. Put in the chat if y'all have. Another way is a person who is like typically like very jovial and upbeat and conversive and talk, and you know this to be a fact about this person, but when you are around them, they don't really talk too much. You kind of hear crickets. They just maybe feel really uncomfortable or stressed out when you are around. So if you know somebody who's like typically like real, vibrant and all that stuff, but when you're around, they kind of just don't really talk too much. It could be because that you make them feel stressed or anxious or nervous. Another way is that a person may actually show the signs of acute stressors, just like we normally do for fight or flight. We have our racing heartbeat. They might stare. They may look panicked. They may sweat. They might start stammering their words, like, just kind of feeling kind of panicked. You know what I mean by that? Yeah, Trina says, I have. Some people just seem like they don't want to be bothered with anyone. Yeah, that's fair enough, for sure. So yeah, those signs of acute stress. The ninth way is that they consistently make up a reason not to go if you are going. It's a little bit different, but kind of similar to the one I mentioned previously, making an excuse to leave. So y'all going on this trip, a group of y'all going on this trip, and you know that this particular person or you're going to be there. They make an excuse not to go. Once may be a coincidence, but if it keeps happening and it's a pattern, you could be possibly the reason. And then finally, if someone actually goes off on you, okay, they just can't take it anymore, meaning the person is more anxious, they're more irritable around you, and then they just kind of pop off. Or if they actually be like, look, you on my nerves, you stressing me out. This is a direct way, but this can, definitely happen. Hey, Lauren, thanks for joining. So let me know, y'all, do any of these things sound familiar to you? Are people acting this way when you are around? So then, yes, you could be the reason for being someone else's stressor, or if you're being stressed. Now, yeah, I said all this stuff. What do you want to do about it, if anything? So I kind of see it as you kind of have a couple of choices. The first one is number one, and put your answer in the chat. Number one, do nothing. That's on them. They got to handle it. I'm not their caretaker. They need to learn how to better handle their stress. That's number one. Or number two, well, maybe I can just look at my behavior. Let me see if there's a way I can possibly help someone. Just put that in the chat, one or two. One, that's on them, let them deal with it. Or number two, maybe I want to help. Okay, now if you voted number one, that's really okay. Just keep it moving. Thanks for watching tonight, and I'll see you next week. Or number two, you know, keep on watching. If you voted number two, but you're really thinking number one, still go ahead and keep watching. Okay, I'm actually gonna share with y'all 5 strategies that I feel that can possibly help someone who you notice is stressed out by you. Does anyone want to put any extra comments in there? And let me see if anyone else is here too. This is an intriguing topic, right? So the first thing that you can possibly do to help if someone is stressed out by you is actually give them eye contact and a genuine smile. I mean, it makes them feel good. It makes you feel good only if it's a genuine smile, not like a smarky, ungenuine smile. The second way is to give a nice compliment to someone, and you actually really mean it, or be courteous, thank you, you're welcome, that kind of thing. Something like, "Oh, I like your hair today. Oh, it's really cute." Not, "I like your hair." I mean, really, you can tell the difference, right? You can tell the difference. So a genuine compliment can go a long way versus a forced compliment. The third way, and this may actually be a tougher one, especially if you and the other person aren't too confrontational. But one thing that you can actually do is pull the person off to the side and be like, "Well, you can say this. I kind of noticed that you look a little nervous when I'm around. Is there anything that's wrong? Because it's really not my intention to make you feel uncomfortable." Boom. Maybe that might open up the floods of communication. The person might have enough nerve to say, "Well, yeah, such and such." So this is just a suggestion for y'all, okay? And the fourth one is to actually slow down. If you're talking to someone, a million miles a minute and very fast, and you're very short, especially if you have to direct someone to do something or give instructions, or even have a regular conversation. When you're talking fast and you're trying to get your point across, they may not understand you. They may be like, "What just happened?" Or they may feel nervous. Versus if you're saying, "Hey, I need you to do this," or "Hey, how are you doing?" with a smile, kind of slowing down your rate of speech, it can kind of calm the situation down and maybe put the other person at ease. There's some people that are actually just fast talkers, and some people that themselves are nervous, but they can exude their nervousness or their anxiety to other people when you're speaking faster. So if this is an issue with you, just kind of slow your speaking down, and that can actually help. And then the final thing, which is one of my favorites, is to laugh. When you laugh, it actually gives a good vibe that you're open and you're receptive and you're calm. And I mean like a genuine, like good belly laugh, not a fake laugh. Ha 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 ha. You know, a really good laugh. Personally, I really love to hear people laugh when they really have like a good a good reaction to something that's really funny to them. It can really make you feel at ease when you're laughing, and that's just a great suggestion that I thought of. Now, I don't mean like if you're passing someone in the hallway and you just and then you can tell they make them nervous and you just start busting out in a laugh. That could be a little bit creepy. But if the opportunity presents itself where you can actually show your humorous side, it can definitely make you appear more approachable and less threatening. And why not? Does anyone have any comments to put in the chat for tonight? Because that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a couple of good tips. And I really appreciate y'all this time. So finally, I just wanted to say that Father's Day is actually coming up around the corner. It is June 20th, and I actually have a special gift set where you can get your dad, or a father figure a unique gift that will help improve the quality of his life. Show dad that you're grateful for him by going to gratefulfordad.com. gratefulfordad.com. And you're going to learn more about this special bonus. Oh, thank you, Lauren. She says, "I love your laugh." Thank you. Laughing is so infectious. I really love it. If something is funny, I really love laughing. But thank you, Lauren. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I am Dr. Dietrich. Sorry, Trina, I didn't mean to snub you. Me too. Heard someone laugh makes me want to laugh too. Okay, thank you. So I'm Dr. Dietrich, y'all, board certified family medicine physician. I am a speaker, a best-selling author, and America's relaxation doctor. Please follow me on all social media to enhance the quality of your life and decrease your stress. I will see y'all all next week on another episode of Relax Well with Dr. Dietrich. Bye.